Hello and welcome back to the UMR International. We are back once again. We're here with race 12, Marshall Islands, and this is going to be an interesting one. Oh, is the intro music too slow? Too slow. Too low. Ah! Too low. Someone should have told me. Could have done something about that. Oh, maybe it'll be fixed for next time. So, going into this race, Boyer is leading after a strong performance in the last one. Moo in second, but still not out of the runnings. Cheese in third. And in fact, it's quite close all around still. There's definitely still a lot to play for here, and still quite a few races left to pick up some crucial points. But let's head over to today's track. There you go. He lives in a pineapple under the sea. Here we are. So, as you can probably gather, there is a theme to this. And there's your answer to Iceman's question. Very detailed. If I will have a quick look around, because there's a lot of details and hidden details and features on this track that we just need to showcase some of it that we won't see while racing around. I think this is empty, isn't it, right? No, it's not even empty. I know I did a showcase on this a while ago, so I'm not going to remember everything. Got jellyfish fields, Sandy's house, the rocket, loads and loads of things. In fact, let's start up the predictions, then we'll have a quick look around further. There is so much to see, and I won't see everything. Check this one out on the workshop if you want to try and find all the little secret areas and little details. Oh, what a detailed track. Yeah, the very critical pesky has some very critical of some tracks. A top track critic. Let's get everyone spawned in. Now we don't have a normal grid layout on this one, so everyone is piled in together here. There's not really a front row, well there is a front row and a back row, but not that we've been seeing so far. And another big difference you'll see on this one, it is going to be a one lap race. It is a very long track. Like, speak words. Very long track. Hold on. Let me have some water. Try and... Oh. There we go. Hopefully that will help. There's the hydrate. You know what? I'll have another bit of water just for the hydrate. Right. Track. Yeah, it's a very long track. So we are just going to do one lap around this one. So let's do predictions. 2 minutes to get those DNF predictions in. And we'll have a quick look around. First, you have to navigate the driving school. Now the finish is actually here, but it doesn't count on this first route around. It'll be when you come back in. You do have to do one more lap around the driving school to then hit the finish. But then leave, start going around. Place, you've got to beware the hooks. Got to watch out for those. We have Goo Lagoon, which we will be racing through. We have a quick look around all of this. See the track there. Not a lot of track on this, so it is hard to memorize it. A lot of it is just following the roads. You can see all these different areas. There's another little secret, little Easter egg there. Jellyfish fields, rock bottom that way. Yeah, Patrick just chilling. Got the houses. And you know what? I'm not going to look inside them. There may be stuff inside, there may not be stuff inside. If you want to find out, you will have to go and download this yourself. Ah, this one has nothing inside. Weenie Hut Jr. It's empty. Yeah, there's loads to explore. As you can see, even outside. Yeah, you could spend ages looking around this, but our prediction is done, so let's head back to the starting point. And let's get things started. Now we'll likely run this at full speed, if not close enough to full speed. It is a very detailed, if I can call this one a map more than just a track. There's a lot of detail across the whole map. Lots of things to check out, even just to explore. But we are here to race. And Demon taking the lead. It's quite a wide track. Lots of different lines we'll see around here. Why is it Marshall Island? Sure, Iceman will answer that one. The little island in the intro. There you go. Based on facts. All facts, no printer. The one and only Marshall Island. So a lot of bumping around through this section. We're seeing some top-notch driving as good as SpongeBob's here. Just bashing off all the walls. And coming up to the ladder, Eggbot actually sneaking in front of Fluids and knocking them off, meaning Superboss will join Fluids. And Weep having some difficulties. Bit of a slow entry there, will lose a lot of time. And down the stairs, Fluids goes for a lunge past Eggbot, but doesn't quite make it work. Superboss getting hit by Snorker. We're trying to close that gap to stop Iceman. Iceman has the better line for the turn. And there's a lot of invisible obstacles here, just to shake things up. But Eggbot's found a line all the way down the inside. Lots of speed there. Oh, there you go, a bit more inside information from Iceman there. But isn't there a theory around SpongeBob that kind of links to that? And it's the idea that they're all mutated creatures affected by radiation from the nukes. I remember hearing about that a long time ago. Pesky Bird with a great line through there. Managing to avoid the hooks. Oh, and Eggbot is being hooked away. Up into the light. Well, I think that might be F's in the chat for Eggbot. and Alfonso. And that is why you beware the hooks. Now, up at the front, Iceman is leading Jimmy in second. We have Icebreakers 1-2. Move with an inside line, jumping onto the ladder entry. Jimmy getting blocked by Pesky Bird. It's all falling apart for Jimmy now. He's going to squeeze in front of Demon. Play a bit of a block there. Finally gets on. And Boer having a Boer moment. And into the lagoon. Which, you know, here's some people say it's a bit weird having water underwater. It doesn't make sense. But isn't the lagoon... How am I going to remember this correctly? Isn't the lagoon basically like oil? Thinking of the right part. It's goo. Okay. I thought it was oil. It's meant to resemble, like, fuel. Like, fuel being spilt into the ocean to make Goo Lagoon. As you can tell, I have watched a few theories in the past. But that's just a theory. Oh, Pesky Bird with an outside line around Moo. And Iceman's just flying away on this track. Just knows it off by heart. Favourite episode, that is a big question for SpongeBob. It's been that long since I've actually watched a SpongeBob episode as well. I think the last SpongeBob thing I watched was probably the SpongeBob movie. I don't mean when it came out, I mean I've watched it again since it coming out. In fact, there's another one coming out soon, I think. Goofy Goober. That was a very good episode. The stadium one. Definitely a memorable episode. I like the time travel one as well, because it was quirky, a little bit weird. The jellyfish rape. It's so many classic moments. I think most of this race is going to be spent talking about SpongeBob than the race itself. I mean, Iceman's just flying away on this one. Probably has the best track knowledge for this track. Everyone else, too much pressure for one lap. It's a complicated track. They don't know the way. There's no obvious walls. Yeah, there's so many good moments. Pesky Bird is closing in on Iceman. Shady with some good speed though, lunges in front of Pesky Bird. Top three starting to close together. Shady looking for a way past, but Iceman not letting it happen. Now it's Pesky Bird's time. Big hit on the wall. A great line by Moo though, lots of speed, makes it past Shady and Pesky Bird. I think also went past B as well. Oh, the one where Squidward finds his hometown, also a good one. Some classic moments in that. Say his hometown, I mean like finds the town. Oh dear, Fluids is off to rock bottom. So long, Fluids. Well, that's F's in the chat for Fluids. The town is actually on this map here too. Well, in that direction. I see Fluids dropping down. Not in this direction. That is a long way. You're not going all the way over there. Back in time for the part through the Krusty Krab, and Moo is leading. Iceman has been knocked down to second, Pesky Bird just behind, and making the overtake. And we're coming flying in, getting blocked by Iceman. Nearly back at the driving school already. So heading back to the driving school, Moo leading, Pesky Bird in second, Iceman in third, Bwer in fourth, B in fifth, Shady in sixth. Well, B and Shady with a good line there, come flying past Iceman, but Iceman with a good line for the next section. It is all close, all battling it out for second, but Moo looking fairly clear right now up at the front. And onto the ladder, Pesky Bird is ahead of Bwer. Then it's Shady, Iceman and B. Now remember, we have to do one more lap of the driving school to get to the finish. So there is still a chance. So around the first section of the driving school, Pesky Bird is closing in on Moo. Everyone else is opting for the other way round. Iceman really dropping positions late into this race. After such a strong start, we're just going to drop a few positions with a bad line into that corner. Got a bit of a grudge here between Iceman and Pesky Bird. Pesky Bird running a bit wide. We're with an inside line. Back into third, and it's an inside line all the way down the straight. There is an obstacle sat at the end. Shady with some good speed. Bwer's gone wide, heading to the finish line. Moo's gone really wide. Pesky Bird's ran wide. It's going to be close to the line. Shady with a bit more speed over Bwer, but Bwer blocks. Moo crossing the line in first. Pesky Bird second. Bwer's just going to beat Shady to the line. That was so close. Bwer takes third. Shady takes fourth. Iceman takes fifth. B takes sixth. And of course Moo gets fastest lap for the extra point as well. That'll be huge for the standings. Snorker takes seventh, getting past Jimmy in the last corner. Jimmy will take eighth. Big pile up in the corner there. Demon, Cheese and Weep. Superboss taking ninth. Oh, a collision there off the wall. That is great. Snipe by Cheese, who will take 10th. Demon 11th. Weep 12th. The collision between Demon and Weep costing them. And Azur will take 13th. And then we have the three DNFs. Wide shot of the city with all the fireworks. We need a longer render distance. And there we go. Great race. It's looking like it was going to be Iceman's for the first half, if not the first 3/4. But a great performance there. Iceman dropping to 5th and Moo coming through at the end to take the win. So congratulations on that win. And someone please request a render distance slider with the dev. Render distance and simulation distance. I want to be able to see it all. See everything from a distance. We'll wait for the DNF timer to tick down. Of course we have a Ghost Marble, the one that was setting off the fireworks, our pyrotechnics for this track. And there we have it. 3 DNFs, predictions, outcome, and wow, people went high on this one. My goodness. No one getting that one right. But there we go. A good race, but let's see how this changes the standings. DNF's literally random on this track. Yeah, it's a big track, a lot could happen, but everyone stayed quite close together. And the hooks didn't take too many people, the long road didn't take too many people. Marblewood just crashed. And closed. I think that is the first time ever Marblewood's crashed on me. Alright, the results have been entered. And yeah, it's a good thing it crashed after the race and not during. That would have been a lot worse. Don't know what we would have done then. Guess it would have just been a red flag full restart. At least have a headline title for the YouTube video now. Yeah, I tend to keep a standard format on a lot of these YouTube videos for the races, and I was thinking about that actually going into this one. As you can see, my stream titles have changed a little bit from their standard sort of format. And I thought they need to be a bit more like interesting, a bit more stand out than just saying that it's saying what the series is and what race it is. Because unless you know what that is, it's probably not going to draw you in. But yeah, let's head over to the standings. So that is Moo's 3rd win. 3 wins, big points, but still not flying away with it at the top of the standings. But Moo is in first. Once again, 269 points. Boer in second with 261. Now getting a bit of a gap down to third, which is Shady with 249, Cheese in fourth with 236, Pesky Bird in fifth with 233, Superboss in sixth with 231, Iceman in seventh with 220, Jimmy and Eggbot tied with 217, and Azur in 10th with 204. Then we have Demon, Snorker, Alfonso, Fludes, B, and Weep. And in the team standings, Eternal Darkness up into first with 225 points. Dogeballs in second with 223, Ultraviolet's third with 222, Tutti Frutti fourth with 221, and Icebreakers fifth with 218. Then we have Grandmasters, Green Slushies, Snowballs, Marble Minions, and of course, Balls of Steel. So an interesting race, a very interesting track, and a crash at the end of it. So, very interesting all round. It's looking good for Moo so far. It's been a strong season, but Boer is there. Boer is fighting it out to try and get that #1 spot. And the top two starting to pull away from everyone else. But the points are still close as we are approaching the end. the rest of the tracks are updated. That is great. No worries. Of course, thank you all for being here and watching. Yeah, hope everyone has a good night, a good day, good morning, evening, whatever it is. Good whatever it is, wherever you are. And that is going to do it for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.